of Century 21, Selmar Realty, located in East Islip, New York. Mr. Canfora is testifying on behalf of the National Association of Realtors. Founded in 1908, the National Association of Realtors is the nation's largest trade association with over 1.2 million members. Welcome.
Selmar Realty in East Islip. I am pleased to appear here today on behalf of the National Association of Realtors. I serve as an elected volunteer officer of the organization as the Regional Vice President of New York and New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Our oral testimony will focus on the first homebuyer tax credit and the challenges our members and consumers alike are facing as new appraisal standards are being put into place. Our written statement will also include discussion of challenges in Federal Housing Administration, FHA programs. We ask that the written statement be entered into record.
Without objection.
The tax credit has been a tremendous success. Over 70% of the purchases coming into my company have been due to the tax credit, compared to 40% last year for first-time home buyers. So we've seen a tremendous increase. The demand to purchase and close by the tax cutoff date of November 30th is the prime reason buyers are entering the market. Properties that title cannot be delivered by November 30th are not even being considered for viewing. Right now in our area, the tax credit is virtually shut off. And the reason I say that is because if we purchase a house today, it takes normally 60 to 90 days to close. So we're into October already. So we've seen a tremendous, a decline in people coming into the office. Nobody is going after the tax credit anymore because in their mind it's over. And so it has to be addressed. I spoke with many of our closing attorneys who all virtually give the same scenario. At closing, buyers are asked what prompted them to move forward, and 90% of the time it was because of the tax credit being offered. I make a point to question realtors throughout the Long Island area and the Pennsylvania and New Jersey area, and the buyer activity is due only to the tax credit. So this is an important. Personally, I would like to see the tax credit to be given to all buyers. Tax credit must be entered into must be extended to the end of 2010. I'd like to talk about appraisal situations. It's a very stressful situation when people are selling and buying. Most often, home sellers need every dollar from the equity in their home to be able to purchase their new home. They could be moving to a retirement community, or they can be moving their families to either a smaller or larger property. Many of our sellers, due to the increase in home ownership and the cost of ownership, come to a point where they have to sell their home. So buyers are also in a very stressful situation where every dollar counts. When we have an appraisal come in and the appraisal is not accurate, then there goes the sale for both parties. I'd like to give an example. I see time is coming on me. We just had a veteran purchaser come into the office and to purchase. The veteran offers 100% financing. The house went to contract for $335,000. It appraised for $315,000. The veteran purchaser was turned away from purchasing the house. The house was truly worth every penny of the $335,000. The appraiser did not come from the area. The comparables used were wrong. So, and we had another situation, very similar situation that happened in Massapequa, where the appraiser came from the Brooklyn area, and we're in Long Island, and like we wouldn't know the Brooklyn area, they wouldn't know Long Island as well. And the appraisal was just the opposite. We sold the property for $260, and the appraiser brought it in for and it was worth $260 and $270, and it was brought in for a very high amount. Now you can say, gee, well, why am I saying it was a high amount? What's wrong with that? Well, what's wrong with it is that it's not accurate and it's not correct. Appraisals should be correct, and each appraisal is important. I would like to ask Congress to pass legislation imposing 18 months mandatory on the age VCC. Thank you.